All right, so another day is gone. The bookcase, everything has been just nothing new except these freaking things. It took me the whole day making these goddamn things. Oops, excuse my French. Gee whiz. Now we're onto the rails. What I've done is the bottom piece is a 2-inch flat bar. So the casters are 2 inches wide exactly, and these are 2 inches wide exactly. So if I weld up a thingamajiggy on the front and a thingamajiggy in the back's gonna be slightly recessed, slightly turned that way, so it's not a perfect parallel. One side is gonna be like, one side is gonna be like this. So what that's gonna be able to do is, all right, here's how it works. So as this wheel will glide along flat like that on the rail, when it's sitting like this, the leg of the ladder is right on the carpet. When you go ahead and try and move this ladder, you're gonna have to lift it up from the bottom, get it off the floor. So it's gonna have to tilt a few angles and then glide along that way and then come back and sit down. So because of that, this little rail right here is actually gonna tilt onto one other side, and this is gonna be straight up and down in that direction. Well, actually, that there is gonna be like that, and this is straight up and down, as you can see there. So we're making this channel as straight as possible, and once everything's all welded up, we'll go ahead and it was difficult trying to figure this out because the whole span of the bookcase is, this way is 108 inches. It was actually a little bigger, but I brought it down 108 inches. And there's not a door in hell on earth that's gonna fit basically a 10-foot by 9-foot bookcase. So I went ahead. I had to divvy it up in two pieces. So 51 inches, or 54 inches for each one. And so that way I can divvy them up. But see, now this rail that this ladder sits on is gotta be a continuous piece. So this is how I came up with. So these are gonna mount to the bottom side of this beam, this bar right here. And then this guy are gonna be right here. See, you follow me? So if this is there and that's there, then that bar, the rail can sit right on top of that. And then we can have some studs welded on the bottom side of the track here. And the studs will line up with those holes that I can get back in there and tighten the nut with. And then this is not really load bearing. It's just to keep the track from, flexing. I'm gonna be putting 3 of these inside here, so make a total of 5 supports. And then lock them all down with nylon insert lock nuts, and that's it. Once that's all done, we'll go ahead and paint it and get it inside. And I did run into a small problem. I did mock this up, and I couldn't get these two bookcases to line up flush with one another, like right here, just flush right up against another. Just because I actually selected 2-inch levelers instead of, and my bars are 1.5 inch, and these were centered on center. So these damn things are an eighth of an inch wide on either side, and that eighth of an inch is causing a 1/4 inch gap when I put these two bookcases together. So I went ahead and ordered some 1.5 inch ones. We'll slip those in the middle and then take these guys out and use them somewhere else. And another thing I've decided to do is originally I was gonna do, you know, hardwood here, and every single shelf was gonna be made out of, you know, hardwood 1x, and we were gonna, you know, plate join them together. I bought, you know, I got my Makita plate joiner right there, and we're gonna plate join everything together and make it all bitchin'. The problem with that is the amount of lumber I need for a project like this is gonna cost me around $600-700 just on the lumber. Never mind anything else. I mean, for maple, hardwood maple, we're talking about $5.79 a square for a linear feet on a 1x6. It's gonna be really expensive, this bookcase right here. So you know, you're really just gonna see just the front end of it, and you're not really gonna see anything else but, you know, just the front end of the bookcase. So I might go ahead and just make the doors in the front and the very bottom shelf in hardwood. It's because that one you can actually see most of all the hardwood on there and everything else. And the rest of it, I'm just gonna do 16 gauge steel, sheet metal. Yeah, I'm cheating. Yeah, sure, but it's gonna save me like $400. And with the savings that, you know, with the $400 I saved, I can put it to buying a new tool, you know. So it is what it is. All right, so those are the updates. Tomorrow we'll be welding on the tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow I'm gonna take the kids to the aquarium, so we won't be able to do any of this tomorrow. Maybe on Saturday, I should be able to get all this mopped up, and then hopefully by Sunday, it can go in the house after it's painted. All right, so wish me luck, folks. Latest.